A former Ocoee police officer will learn his sentence tomorrow after dispatcher error sent him to the wrong house where he ultimately opened fire.
We broke the news of this story and the dispatcher error and have followed every development of the case of Carlos Anglero. We were in the courtroom back in January when he was convicted of shooting into a building. Even after he testified, he saw the homeowner had a gun.
This week, Anglero sat down only with investigative reporter Carla Ray about how he feels as he faces up to 15 years in prison.
It's been 2 years since we first showed you this Ocoee home boarded up with a sign letting everyone know the damage was done at the hands of police.
I had no idea that was the homeowner. I did what I was trained to do.
Carlos Anglero is one of 2 officers who fired into the home after spotting a man inside with a gun. They were sent here by mistake after a dispatcher gave the wrong address of a domestic violence call. But Anglero is the only person who was charged with a crime.
I wouldn't have been there if the dispatcher would have, did her job properly.
Prosecutors argued successfully that Anglero was careless and couldn't see where he was shooting when he shot up the home. The homeowner claimed he never heard the officers announce themselves as police when they woke him up by banging on the door.
There was no doubt in my mind he was, doing what he was doing to defend his family, and I was doing what I had to do to defend myself and my fellow officers.
Anglero testified in his January trial and told 9 Investigates again this week ahead of his sentencing that he was in fear for his life, despite prosecutors arguing the homeowner never raised his weapon.
Training takes over. It's survival. At that point, it's survival. There's a guy with a gun.
And now, as he faces possible prison time, Anglero and his attorney believe he could pay with his freedom so that others can possibly avoid paying a settlement.
This wouldn't be the first time that, an individual who's just trying to do his job is offered up as a sacrificial lamb in the hopes of avoiding the possibility of a hefty civil judgment.
Both pointing out he would have never been in a position where he felt he needed to use his duty weapon if it weren't for another person's mistake.
Still kind of mind blown having to go through this and, that this is even happening, for doing your job.
Really incredible that no one was hurt in this case. The homeowner actually testified that he felt one of those bullets go right by his head.
No, Carla, whatever happened to the other officer who fired her weapon, and more importantly, the dispatcher who actually made this mistake in the first place?
Well, the other officer who fired her weapon, she worked for Ocoee Police as well. She actually received a payment from Ocoee after filing a lawsuit against her former employer. And the dispatcher worked for another agency. She got a written reprimand. So that's it. The sentencing is tomorrow at 11. We'll, of course, be there in Orange County Court. As he mentioned, he faces up to 15 years in prison. And we also have much more of that interview online if you just go to WFTV.com.
Interesting. He only talked with you about this tomorrow. His life could change forever.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, Carla.